Folks, we're experiencing some crazy times, and I'm not going to belabor that because I know you feel me, and it's a new paradigm with old language right now. We don't know how to make sense of what we're going through because we have never been through it before. And all of the tools that we had that were used in our former lives pre-COVID-19 are not working so well. Have you noticed that? I noticed that for myself. And in order to really step back and understand what's happening inside of myself and my world, I've been utilizing surrender to try and make sense of what's going on around us. There's a huge misconception around surrender, and so I wanted to talk about this because a lot of people think that surrender is, I'm going to give it up to the divine, I'm going to let go completely, and then just let go. And then it'll come to me. Oprah, remember this one time I heard Oprah talk about her story about getting onto the color purple to be one of the characters. And she talks about it like, this happened, I surrendered, and then I got the part. But it's not like that. It really isn't. And I'm sure all of you know that, but I think it's tempting to actually think that it can happen that way. And I think maybe sometimes, you let go and the thing comes to you in a second. But true surrender is sort of like a stillness, but it's a dynamic stillness where it requires you to take action and then to release tension. The best way that I can describe this is by using yoga to describe it to you. When you get into a state or a pose in yoga, you're twisting your body, creating tension, acting in that form to release tensions, and therefore you create space. And when you create space in your body, or even in your mind, for example, where you have stillness, you then create a place for things to come through, inspiration. And so then I call that like inspired action. You take inspired action based on opening up space to what is. Eckhart Tolle talks about this. There are a number of people who talk about the present moment. Jürgen Moltmann is another good one of just that the eternal now, it's all right here, but we get so bombarded by outside distractions, news, media, fake news, whatever you want to say, it's there and it's present to us. So going inside during this time, being present and surrendering in stillness, in dynamic stillness, is really key, because this is a time for you to start to understand who you are and then start to create a new paradigm for what you want life to look like and for it to be an authentic life for you. So I wrote an article about it. I won't belabor it too much, but please let me know what your response is. I think that surrender is a really important way to go about life sometimes when things are confusing. And so I would love to hear your feedback.